Hi, today we're going to talk about solving real-world problems that involve three-dimensional prisms. So in this case, that means word problems that involve prisms. There are kind of two main types of word problems that we're going to see involving prisms. And this first type is, I have a whole bunch of stuff, whatever it is, and I need to cut it up so that it is the size of the prism that I'm interested in. So here's the example I have on the screen. I have 3,000 inches cubed or cubed inches of wax to make candles. So that means I have a whole bunch of wax. If I want to make candles in the shape of a cylinder with a diameter 2 inches and a height 5 inches, how many candles can I make? So this is saying I have a whole bunch of wax and I want to, the way there's different ways to do wax, but I want to make a whole bunch of candles out of it, which means I need to split up this 3,000 cubed inches of wax into hopefully a whole bunch of candles. But I don't know yet what size or how much wax each candle is going to use. So first I have to find the volume of my candle. That will tell me how much wax I need to use. So if it's a cylinder, it's going to look something like this. And it said a diameter of 2 inches, a height of 5 inches. First, I have to find the volume of this candle, right, of this cylinder. So volume is area of the base times the height. Then capital B, that's area of the base. So I have to find the area of my base. So area of a circle is pi times radius squared. So pi, we just use 3.14. Times the radius. Well, this doesn't actually tell us the radius. It tells us the diameter. The radius is half the size of the diameter, so I just have to cut this in half. Well, half of 2 is just 1, so that's easy. So once I have solved this, which happens to just be 3.14, that's my area of the base. I can now multiply times my height, which is 5. I'm going to use a calculator for that. 3.14 times 5, that equals 15.7, what is that, inches cubed. That's for one candle. Well, I have a whole bunch of wax. I have 3,000 inches cubed of wax. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take all this wax I have and I'm splitting it up into chunks that are this size, 15.7. Well, the operation that is split up is divide. So I'm going to take the whole amount of wax I have, which is 3,000, and I'm going to divide it by the sizes that I'm trying to split it up into. So 3,000 divided by 15.7, because that's the size of each candle, and that equals 191.08. Now, whenever we have rounding, first off, or I should say whenever we have decimals, we're going to have to round because we're talking about how many candles can I make. I'm not making a portion of a candle. It's just how many whole candles can I make. So in this case, it's really easy to tell. This would always round down to 191. I can make 191 whole candles. It gets tricky. Let's pretend that it was 191.7. Well, normally we would round that up to 192. But in this context, we cannot actually make 192 whole candles. So I cannot round the way I'm supposed to. I can only, to answer my question, I can only make 191 candles. So this is the first type of real-world problem. I have a whole amount of something that I'm splitting it up into the shape of and the amount of my prism. Now, the next type of problem that I have is I have a whole bunch of shapes already, and I'm curious how much will it take to fill all of those. So here I have 7 vases that I need to fill with water. Each vase is the shape of a triangular prism where the area of the base is 15 inches squared, or 15 square inches, and the height is 9 inches. How much water do I need to fill all the vases? So notice it doesn't say I have a ton of water. How many vases can I fill? Right? That's what we did last time with the candles. Now it says I have a bunch of vases. How much water do I need to fill it? Now, a triangular prism is going to look something like this. And we know to find the volume of this, we have to find the area of the base times by the height. Now, area of the base, This question is actually really cool because it already tells us the area of the base is 15 inches squared. So I actually didn't have to do any math. Now you won't always get that lucky. Sometimes you'll have to do some math. So don't forget, to find the area of this base, you do base, lowercase b, times height divided by 2. And that's what, that's what they did to find the 15. Cool, we're done. We didn't have to do any extra math there. Now we just multiply it times the height of the whole thing, which is 9 inches. And I don't know that off the top of my head. 15 times 9 is 135 inches cubed. I think I forgot units the last time. Let's go check. Yeah. Oh, no worry about units because it's how many can I have. So we're good. So each vase requires 135 cubed inches of water, right? That's the amount of space the vase takes up. So that's the amount of space that I need to fill with water. Well, I have 7 vases. So I just have to multiply this times 7. 135 times 7 tells me that I need 945 cubed inches of water. So those are the two main types of word problems that we're going to see with prisms.